Hello, suckers and shield maidens. My name is TB Skyn, and welcome back, finally, to The Ruined King, a game which I intend to finish as quickly as possible. It's been, if you've been following these videos as they've been uploaded, several months since we did the last episode of The Ruined King, because Arcane happened, things got in the way, a lot of stuff happened, had to move. Excuses. Anyway, we left this kind of on a little bit of a miserable cliffhanger, and so now I'm back, and we're gonna finish the gosh darn game. And what I've decided is that I don't necessarily want to do all the side quests. I don't necessarily want to pick up every single ultimate weapon or whatever, but I do want to find Brom's shield. And fortunately, I happen to know more or less how to do that. Question is whether we immediately run into Viego the moment we do this. No, good. We need to go to the place where Ilaoi began the game in Bilgewater, which is to say, that bar where she, like, kicked a dude's ass and then he tried to hit on her. Absolute king shit, by the way. And there should be an NPC there who will give us the coordinates of a fishing location where we can go and grab Brom's shield. It's not down at the slaughter. It's down at the slaughter docks, isn't it? Because it's not at Fleet Streets. I think. Yeah. The difficulty with having been away from the game for a few months is I don't remember anything. No, yeah, this is right. This is right. Let's see. It's you, right? You wouldn't believe it. A beam of light keeps shooting up out of the water. It somehow kept the mist at bay. Wouldn't go near it. Never seen anything like it. Yeah, but whatever he's down there's real sweet. Saw just a few fathoms off the east coast we did. Near where that weird ship sunk the other day.
Anything big of value on board? Or is this just a big waste of time?
A few fathoms to the east, that sounds like Brom's ship and Brom's shield. I must recover it.
The bearded lady has set us on this path. She would not waste our time.
Okie day, off to fish. Hoping that I have a decent enough set of fishing gear to do it, and if I don't, then I need to find it.
I've heard tales of Vestaya who live their entire lives in the water.
I've seen them.
Really?
They have their songs, light and airy. Carry staves, move the water about. Nice enough.
Well, I now ship Misfortune and Nami. Okay, Brom's shipwreck. Fight, you bastard. Oh, hey! Oh, there it is!
Is that true ice? How is that here?
Inside the ice. Is that a shield? Is that your shield, Brom? Yes, there it is. Brom's shield. Look upon the Freljordian craftsmanship. It knows no equal.
Did you guys find it? Can we please go now?
Yes, we can. Need to go and forge Brom's shield. Forge Brom's shield, forge it, which is on the Shadow Isles. There it is. Oh, okay. Right. I need to upgrade my amulet somehow. What? I'ma just do a cheeky little Google. Okay, alright. Okay. I hope it's as simple as that. Google says there's a guy who's just hanging out here who will give it to me. The best amulet. So...
Wait, is that? Don't tell me. Where did you get that? Where did you get that amulet?
The Shade points at the crimson amulet the party used in Thresh's library. Explain yourselves.
You escaped too. And you even beat Thresh.
The Shade stares in disbelief.
It's almost impossible to believe.
You've been to Thresh's library? The Mistwalker winces at the question.
Well, I'd been trapped there for a very long time. Thresh forced me to craft artifacts and torture implements for him.
Why did the amulet bother you?
That amulet is a marker of rank inside the library. The more empowered amulet, the more of the library you have access to, the Shade explains. That's why at first I thought you were maybe...
He shudders.
Wait, before you go, I think there's a way I could help you,
the Mistwalker stammers.
Back in the library, there's a room where Thresh crafts mystical artifacts. A room I used to work with. If I unlock your amulet, you could return there. Maybe you could create a powerful enough weapon to defeat Thresh's schemes.
Give him the amulet.
There, all done. The amulet is unleashed, as if it was Thresh's own. Now you can find his crucible. It's in a room next to Thresh's sanctum.
Oops. Sanctum, I think that's meant to be.
In the top level of the library.
The Mistwalker hands the amulet back to you.
Good luck. I hope this helps.
He smiles weakly.
Thank you.
Okay, well that was easy enough.
Let me in.
Ooh, fancy. Let's see. Drakthar's legendary blade. Drakthar was truly the embodiment of fear. Few assassins in history have garnered such a reputation. Perhaps more legendary than Drakthar himself, however, was his Duskblade. Many have spent lifetimes in search of this blade, and stories say it has claimed countless lives. The blade is said to be hungry for darkness, which it releases into its foes, leaving them stricken with fear. The stories of its power recall those of the Order of Shadow, those Ionian masters of shadow magic. The Order would surely welcome Drakthar were he alive today. Perhaps their shadow-manipulating weapons paired with sufficient power source could recreate the blade. Okay, so these are all the clues for how to get the weapons, then.
Drakthar. I've heard that name in a memory somewhere.
He sounds like a formidable foe with a formidable blade.
This makes him and the Order of the Shadow sound righteous, but many in Ionia think them no better than murderers.
The Order, Drakthar. I've heard of these in the depths somewhere in my mind. Where can this blade be found?
I'm not sure it's even real. It sounds like a scary story told to frighten children and the superstitious.
The blade is real, and so is the Order. We must find it.
The Order is certainly real, but you don't find them, they find you. They are no friends to the Vestaya. Let's hope they don't find us.
Pike like, ooh, a thing I can stab with? So, a treatise on volatile gemstones and minerals. Handle with care, sample enclosed! Gems that amplify energy. Can you believe it? They expel energy so rapidly it's almost like a black powder, but significantly more volatile. Just a simple tap to one of these gems can produce an incredible amount of energy. The weapons applications are limitless. Instead of blasting powder, we could just use a small gem. We could make explosives capable of leveling buildings that could fit in your pocket. The only problem being we can't seem to build anything capable of surviving the blast. We've lost so many cannons only to be blown to pieces from even the tiniest gem. Not to mention the soldiers lost due to the brutish handling of the gems. Gemstones that amplify energy, you say. That expel energy rapidly, you say. That with a single tap can produce incredible amounts of energy, you say. Sounds a little hex-techy to me.
This could be a blasting agent. Would add a lot of firepower to my arsenal. I remember overhearing Mother talking about building much stronger components, capable of handling stronger firepower. This could be exactly the thing she was searching for.
Stronger components? Your mother was skilled craftsman, yes?
She was the best. Best damn gun maiden the world has ever seen. She made these pistols.
No, she didn't. We have unequipped your mother's pistols and given you some other ones, like 100,000 times over the course of this game.
A weapon is only as good as the one who wields it. They weren't made for me. They could have been so much more. She held back on purpose. We need to find the extra part. I remember her writing more about them down. What's this between the pages? A drawing. Looks like some sort of map.
Ooh. Okay, they do make it relatively easy for you to find out how to get the ultimate weapons, at least, so that's good. What do we have here? Following Eumelo's footsteps. For the true magic of the craftsman comes not from the molding of material to his will, but in finding the inner will of the material and freeing that spirit. The greatest artisans from here to Targon would say that Eumelo was a craftsman who could really feel that inner will. I know it sounds strange, but some of his most difficult work was apparently done with ancient fossilized eggs. The spirits of powerful creatures still stirred within. Imagine crafting with such precious materials, ancient stones imbued with powerful spirits. They are incredibly rare, but I've found some of my own so that I may follow in Eumelo's footsteps. They say that some of these stones contain spirits that yearn for the moon, some for the stars, and a few for the sun itself. But I found the grandest of eggs. I feel the soul of a fox within it. No, 3 foxes. This will be my greatest work yet. Look, the person writing about Eumelo. He was real after all. What a relief. I've always been worried he was just a story. Didn't you hear about him from some fortune teller? Charlatans, all of them. Don't read too much into this. Who is this Eumelo? Does this mean something to you, Ari? The fortune teller once told me that Eumelo made my sunstones. This artisan was trying to follow in Emelo's footsteps too.
Then we will chase those secrets as well, little fox. Brom is on the job.
Thanks, Brom.
I need the Ice Fox token. Fox. Oh, no, I think I have some of those, actually. Why not? Yes, I have the Ice Fox token and the Midnight Fox, so I need the Sun one? Yeah. The Dream of Many Eyes. Oh, no.
I dreamed I was floating deep beneath the surface. I needed no air and felt no discomfort. I just existed, floating helplessly in the pitch-black water. Then I saw a giant eye open before me, then another, then so many more I couldn't count them all. Next thing I knew, I was wrapped in tentacles. Ooh, that sounds like an interesting dream. Where they started and ended was impossible to tell. Then I felt pain like I've never felt before, and suddenly I was free. But I was incomplete. I could see my body floating next to me, wrapped up and motionless. Then came the assault. Tentacles attacked me from all... What is this? It's like... Tentacles attacked me from all sides. It took everything I had to fend them off as I scrambled to get back to my body. Somehow I made it and everything just stopped. The tentacles slowly let me go as the eyes closed rapidly, and then I heard a voice. 1,000,000 words at once. It was over in an instant and I woke up in my bed, soaked, as if I'd just come out from a dive. I knew what my god demanded. 3 tasks set before me: to restore the spirit of a trapped life deprived of motion, to destroy unnatural devices that force men to dwell on the past, and to nurture and protect life as it moves naturally forward. Only once I fulfill the wishes of God will I be rewarded with her love manifest. I gotta say, the bearded lady gives you interesting dreams. This cannot be. Is this the diary of an ancient truth-bearer? It's not possible. To have been in the presence of Nagakeboros and lived to write about it. Is this the first? No, it can't be. Nagakeboros always has been and always will be. What a strange story, and a strange test. I've never heard of such a test given to a follower of the goddess. Can this be serious?
The depths have their own will. We can do little but follow.
On that we agree. I will do what it takes to appease the goddess because that is my duty.
Maybe we'll get an offering back.
How Nagakeboros found you worthy, I do not understand. Maybe you're meant to guide me here.
Stewards of the Wind. They will be Yassos. There's no greater ally than the wind.
For it is her will that frees us from the confines of the land. Her blessings come in many forms, as does her fury. We pray to the wind before every sea voyage in the hopes that she will guide us safely and watch over our journey. Some claim to have seen bluebirds when the winds pick up and the tailwinds seem too good to be true. She's called Janna.
Oh, hey! There she is!
The ancient Shuriman word for guardian. Wearing jewelry in her name has become common practice among sailors. As the wind blesses our travels, so too can her fury bear on those who transgress against her. There are tales of a dragon born from the wind that can level whole armies. The Empyrean is said to be the wind's retribution. For one to truly earn the wind's grace, they must reconcile the duality of the wind herself. Few have the patience to truly embrace the full breadth of the wind and find her center. Those who master the wind in its true form, in its neutrality, shall become the true stewards of her will. The duality of the wind, finding neutrality. The wind has been my ally in vengeance and wrath for a long time. The wind has pushed you forward, kept you in motion. I've used it for the wrong reasons for too long. You can find the balance.
Your wind power has saved us more than once. It has guided us to safety.
I definitely wouldn't be sailing anywhere without the winds.
I need to do more.
You will.
Study of soul power.
Practical applications and protective behaviors. For ages, physical defensive measures have proven ineffective against magic. By order of the king, we started researching more arcane methods of defense to support the Iron Order. Oh, okay. So this is actually stuff from Kamavor. In exploring the ability to store a soul into a crystal, we've tapped into an unimaginable power. We've known that channeling soul energy into crystals can result in some very interesting magic repellent qualities, albeit in small quantities. We've barely been able to charge much more than a fragment as of yet, and doing so makes it behave incredibly similarly to true ice. Unbelievably strong, but impossible to touch with bare hands. In fact, most materials aren't capable of handling a charged crystal. We've had success with some specific volcano charcoal, but it's impossible to source the stuff. We've heard tales of hearthblood crafters making all manner of things with special crafting techniques using charcoal, but their ways have been lost. What we do know is that somehow they're able to manipulate the charcoal with great skill, and the charcoal seems to be able to hold charged crystals. While our research is still in its infancy, I can see a future where this power will be wielded by the Iron Order, arming them with a magical strength befitting of their divine purpose. Weapons forged of volcanic charcoal and paired with a charged crystal would be capable of unimaginable power. In the name of the king... The rest of the text is smudged and illegible.
Brom knows of the Hearthblood. In the tales of Orn, the Hearthblood is craftsmen without bounds. They said their skill was almost that of Orn himself.
Orn? The Hearthblood? Sounds like tall tales for me. I'd rather focus on real weapons we can hold.
They are real. Brom's shield was a door made by Orn himself, powered by true ice, and wielded only by Freljordians of sufficient strength.
What happened to your shield?
We have it!
I'm not sure. It was lost when Brom drowned. Brom does not swim.
My men pulled him from the waters, but they did not recover a shield. True ice, forged volcanic rocks, crystals with souls in them. How fancy. We must stay in motion.
We've already got that stuff, got that stuff, got that stuff. We've already got that stuff, we've already got that stuff. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, I can craft Ilawi's? Sweet, we'll do that too. Crafted in the fires of Orn's forge, this shield has been blessed by the Freljordian demigod himself. Impossibly strong and bearing Orn's visage, the shield has been made even stronger over time. Once used to protect the vault of a demigod, the shield offers legendary protection, repelling even the most fearsome attacks. Oh man, I kind of wanted Brom's shield, like his normal shield. Oh, we have it. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Ah, that's nice. There we go. Okay. Good. We'll equip the ultimate weapon, but it was just important to me that Brom got, like, his actual shield back. Anyway, I guess we have Ilawi's materials as well, so let's go. Heart of the Goddess. Nagakeborus, the mother serpent, has blessed this idol with her very essence. Thundering with the power of her divine will, it pulses with magic and calls to those who seek truth. Many idols make capable weapons, but only this legendary weapon has earned the right to claim itself the very heart of the goddess. Nice. Oh, that's a lot of extra attack power. Jeez. Cool. We now have such ultimate weapons as I'm willing to bother going around and collecting. Like, I think I have most of the materials for them. Like, I have 2 for Ari, certainly. I have 2 for Yasuo. I have 2 for Misfortune. Yeah, it's like, presumably it's like a last side quest or 3 that I need to complete to get the rest of them. But anyway, I wish to finish the Ruined King, because this game has been sitting in my backlog for a million years, and actually, if we are doing that, if we are gonna go kill Viego, then I think I want Misfortune in the party. Just because. I should probably do whatever enchantment I can at this point, shouldn't I? To the Docks Harbor, right. That's another place. Let's just save the game beforehand. All right, Kevin. It's bedtime.
We get one shot at this. If we don't stop the Ruined King here, Bilgewater will be destroyed.
Together, we will win!
Look, my people, the Buru stand against the Ruined King.
You dare stand between me and my love. Nothing will hold me back.
Your love? I'm not losing my city to the delusions of some second-rate king.
It's time for the truth to come to light.
You are my queen! You need to act like one. No. What is this? Lies! Twisted visions! I know what is best for us.
No, it's the truth. Your love is twisted.
You will not corrupt the memory of my queen!
No, Ari.
I can't believe he got upset by that. Mist Wall reduces all damage needs to plans. Okay, so we need to power lane attack him. But first, you will kindly hit Braum first. And Braum will put a big shield on everyone, I think is what he'll do. Let's see. Let's see.
Refreshing.
Okay, so now something else needs to be done to crack his mist wall. Youch! Let's see.
Point and shoot.
Normal attacks don't do it. Okay. Let's see. Mist Barrier can be damaged by a speed lane attack. Okay. Let's see. Champions in the mist can damage the Ruined King through the Mist Shroud. Okay. So you need to be in the hazard in order to deal damage to him. Ruinate. Marks a champion with Ruinate. After 3 turns, Ruinate kills that champion. Champions who die with Ruinate apply. Summon a ruined copy as a minion of the Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's not great. But yeah, he would have an ult, wouldn't he?
How generous.
We'll charge up for the level 3 ults, I think.
Embrace motion.
Ow. Honestly, I guess we just tap him again.
My power grows. Look out below!
Let's just shield everyone for a second here, shall we? Owned! Oh shit, he targeted Braum with it. Okay, well that's not great. That is my main tank.
I command, the mist obeys.
So can we cleanse that? Okay, but where can I see... Because I know I have a cleanse on one of these, but I don't bloody remember. Probably we can't cleanse it, but, you know, it's worth a shot.
Gotcha. Back to it. Feeling better already.
Appreciate it.
I'm wait.
Not everyone is worthy.
Yeah, no way to cleanse it off. And there we have Ruined Braum. Sweet.
Feel the mist.
Okay, let's start with this. Do I want to do that with Braum? I don't think I do, actually.
You are right to fear me.
Yeah, no, I just like bombardment. It kind of blows my mind that they still haven't fixed this. Like, clearly there's supposed to be some shit here. Like, is this just how they made it? Like, she just, like, puts her leg up on nothing? And that's it? Like, I don't know. It's weird, man. Let's see. Let's just heal Braum, actually.
Feel the cold.
Aren't you sweet?
Just a shot.
Okay, we should probably get rid of a Ruined Braum now. Sorry, buddy.
You are right to fear me. Perhaps a storm while we wait.
Okay. Shields up. And I think we do some more healing to Braum.
Ready or not?
Yeah, don't want him to do too much of that.
I rule the mist. And you are nothing. Your goddess.
I'll remember this.
Let's see. What else do we want to do? Just keep hitting the Braum. Just get rid of him. Speaking of which, I love this ult so much. Like, I love just seeing Braum go ape shit. No more of that, please.
You question my power.
Oh, Kevin. No one is questioning your power. We just think you're a lame nerd. Ooh. Time for the fun. Yeah, because he's invulnerable outside of it. But we can damage him from inside it. Oh shit, I should probably taunt. Let's see. How do we get Misfortune in there? You know what? Let's just get her 5 stacks of strut, shall we?
You ready?
Sunder is sunder.
I will show you the way.
Yeah, suck on that. I still need to taunt. I keep forgetting to taunt. Let's just have Misfortune defend against whatever he's about to do. Okay, Braum, taunt. Taunt this time. Actually remember to do it. Thank you. And then shield people. What? Come on! You were inside... Okay, so it's consumed by the first action you take then. Well, that's annoying. That's really annoying.
Preparation is key.
Okay, let's see. Can we get Misfortune into... Yes, thank you. Braum, meanwhile, could you cleanse people of whatever is on them? Hopefully that doesn't cleanse the mist thing I need.
Expecting a thank you?
No, it doesn't. Good. So Misfortune can happily hit him with a Heartbreaker. Okay. She has the buff.
Wait.
Misfortune's way out of mana. Let's do something about that. Closing in. Ah, goddammit. Holy shit, Ruined Ari looks cool as hell. Let's get rid of her first, shall we?
This is how you fight.
And then let's get some mana back on Braum as well.
My shield stands strong.
Nice. And boom. Okay, bullying her a little bit.
Hurts.
But we're doing it for her own good. Let's just do that.
Unready.
The heart of the
Shield time! Whoo! Nice one. Can't quite kill him with a physical attack, so let's just
I am needing just a little.
cleanse a little bit. Smack him. There we go.
Bless his house.
Thank you kindly. It's good to feel loved.
That feels much better.
Bless him, little Pike, he tries.
Gotcha.
Just gonna take the chance to generate some overcharge here, since he's not that much of a threat on his own.
Smells like gunpowder.
Judgment comes.
Overcharge! And boom. All right, Kevin, get back out here. Last stand. Until his damage shield is removed, he keeps healing. Oh, okay. Then I guess we just remove his shield, don't we? Oh, god damn it! Let's see, I think we can use Brahm's level 3 ult here.
Now, the fun part.
No more Mr. Nice Bro.
Punch him! Punch him! Punch him! Punch him! It's so good. Now here's just a little character design thing. Notice how Viego is like way bigger than absolutely anybody else? It's like, he's not like that in-game. Like, his canonical size isn't any bigger than an ordinary person. In fact, he's a little bit of a scrawny wimp, honestly. But because he's a boss character here, because he's he's the big bad final boss of the game or whatever, the game is making a point out of like making him larger to make him more intimidating, which is essentially the same thing that Dark Souls does with every single boss. Like, basically every single Dark Souls boss is bigger than you always, all the time, because you need to feel like the underdog standing next to them. And if Viego was just like a normal-sized person with 3 people beating down on him, it wouldn't necessarily feel so much like an epic final confrontation. And so, what we do instead, just do this little thing of like, he gets to be a bit bigger. He gets to be a little extra large.
I needed that.
To sort of imply greater threat. But if this is a crit, boom!
He's down. This is our chance. Hit him now, Ari.
Your love is a lie.
This won't stop. What do we do?
We fight.
I can feel your desire, Sarah. Take it. You can rule it all. Everything that you have ever wanted is within your grasp.
It's over.
You fought well, Queen of Bilgewater.
We fought well. Together. Like old times.
What of the amulet?
I can still feel him raging inside. But the ruined king is trapped, for now. I need you to take it. Keep it safe, away from everyone. Even me.
It will be safe. You have my word. You are trembling. Tell me, what did you see?
He offered me everything. Bilgewater was mine. My enemies were crushed, and Gangplank broken. I had the power to do anything. Even to bring my mother back. I wanted it. I would have surrendered to him, but then I heard you. And the others. I couldn't.
There is greatness within you. We've all seen it. Cast your regrets aside, for now there is only victory.
Captain,
Raffen, are you going to ruin our celebration?
I'm afraid so. In all the chaos, Gangplank escaped. We're looking for him, but we need a plan. We need you.
Gather every man and shut down the harbor. No ships leave, understand? Anyone tries, blow them out of the water.
Yes, Captain.
Sarah, this endless pursuit. Please, let it go.
Guess we haven't found our common ground after all, Priestess.
What you do next will define you. How you rule Bilgewater. This is your great test. Embrace motion. Free yourself.
You stood with me when the city was at the edge of destruction. You've challenged my faith, shown me gods and magic were real. Things that were impossible. For that, you have my respect. But I've got to hold on to my own truth. See you around, Truth Bearer.
Do not lose yourself to revenge, Sarah. Bilgewater needs you.
Truth Bearer, you honor us. You have embraced motion and driven back a great evil.
Elder, you never lost faith, even when I've strayed from the path of Buru tradition.
Nonsense, child. Your faith, your actions saved countless lives. To question you would be to question the goddess herself. While destiny may guide us, you alone make your own path forward. What happens now will be up to you.
Thank you, Great Elder.
A victory such as this deserves a celebration. We have much to rebuild. But for now, go. Rejoice.
Now listen to the wise lady. There must be a tavern that's still standing.
What of Captain Fortune?
What has transpired here weighs on us all. Sarah will need time. For now, we shall afford her space to reflect and have faith in her decisions.
You are wise, Ilawi. Sarah will see the truth in your actions. But for now, all this fighting has given Brom an appetite, huh?
Yes, come, my friends. Tonight we celebrate.
guess this is goodbye.
Rome hates goodbyes.
I have enjoyed our time together. Each of you is a true champion of your people. Bilgewater owes you a tremendous debt.
It has been an honor to fight beside you, Ilawi. All in the Freljord will sing of your heroic deeds.
Journey safe, my friend. Remember to keep the water outside the boat.
Are you kidding? I'll be joining him to make sure he gets home in one piece.
That's a relief.
And after that, Yasuo? Wherever the wind takes you?
No. I drifted because I had no purpose. You all helped me find it. And it's in Noxus.
Our enemy's homeland.
Yes. There's someone there who may need my help. A part of my past that still means something.
He's talking about Riven.
And you, Ari? Where will you go?
I may return to the Shadow Isles. See what more I can learn of my ancestors. I will try to walk in their footsteps and hopefully leave some of my own.
Good. That'll make it easier to find you.
I believe our paths will cross again.
What about Fishman Pike and the captain? Brom would have liked to thank them.
Fishman Pike.
Pike? Who can say? He has returned to the deep. Perhaps he has found peace, or at least some purpose, as we have. Sarah will be complicated, but I am hopeful. There is so much to rebuild. Bilgewater still needs her. Surely she will see this, or I will make her see.
Sounds like we're leaving just in time.
Ha! Quickly, get to the boat!
Oh, poor
Thank you all for this memory.
Here's to the next.
Oh, okay. So, oh man, I thought I was over Sentinels of Light. But no, I'm not, because the worst part of Sentinels of Light, the absolute worst one, the most garbage one, is the Bilgewater part. And it's the part where you go to Bilgewater and Misfortune is just like, yeah, ruin me with your big sword, undead daddy, and just lets Viego take her over. Which was like, that was bad enough back then, because it was such a fucking, like, spit in the face of her entire character. But then, oh my fucking god, this game, he offers her everything. And she's tempted by it, but she pushes back against it because, you know, she's not a fucking loser. Like, she's not a weak-minded nobody who Viego can just, like, take over and like, that's a whole character point for her, is that she manages to reject that offer of everything she has ever wanted because she is not like Viego. Like, that's the thing that's being set up, like, with the conflict between the two of them, is that Misfortune and Viego both have someone in their past who they're chasing around, essentially. Like, Misfortune is chasing around the ghost of her mother, and Viego is chasing around Isolde. And Misfortune, like, in that climactic scene, the thing she manages to do is what Viego can't, which is to, like, let go of the fantasy that you can bring back the dead. And say, like, no, it's not worth it to pursue this because there's too much loss. And then Sentinels of Light just comes along and says, fuck that shit, who gives a shit? There's poops all over this entire fucking game, and that entire character moment. But it's like, nah, she falls to, she just succumbs because, I don't know, something, she's scared of Gangplank or whatever. Like, fuck this. Like, my god, this is such a better version of that story. Like, oh my god. Oh, Sentinels of Light was so bad. It was so bad. Fucking hell. Oh my god. I'm just mad about it all over again. Jesus Christ. It's like, it's the whole point of the story with Misfortune here is that she's not defined by that obsession with past losses the way that Viego is. Like, that was the whole point. But Sentinel's Light's just like, nah, I mean, you want ruined Misfortune skin, so fuck you. Oh, god damn it. Like, I wanted to go off on the rant immediately when I saw it. Like, immediately I wanted to go off on it. But I held my tongue because I didn't want to, like, blabber on over the over the cutscenes. There's a post-credit scene, I know, which is coming up in just a sec, but I just needed to get that out of my system because god damn it. Fucking hell.
Tell me, who's in charge of this establishment? You realize that's Gangplank's insignia on your door? The sworn enemy of Captain Fortune in the city of Bilgewater?
Gangplank's got no enemies here.
But he does. Take it down. Show the captain you're still loyal, or I promise, you won't like what comes next. Looks like they made their choice.
Tonight we send a message. No more second chances. No more parlays. I've bled for this city. And it's time for the gangs to accept my rule. I'm done chasing ghosts. Bilgewater belongs to me. And if Gangplank wants it back, he's gonna have to take it.
Oh, more credits. Okay. Yeah, and there's the bridge, right? Like, there's the thing of like, oh, we're implying that, oh, because she's revenge hungry. Oh, maybe like, oh, like glowing eyes. Maybe, ooh, Viego has his hooks in her yet. No, bullshit. Like, bullshit. Bullshit. It really genuinely is. Like, because... And here's the main problem. The conflict between Misfortune and Gangplank does not benefit from the involvement of Viego. Right? Because what they're trying to do here is they're trying to have, like, oh, Viego's temptation is, like, preying like on, like, her primary weakness, which is her hunger for vengeance against Gangplank, right? But that just doesn't apply. Like, the way that it works is what they did in the game, which is, like, Viego offers her the ability to bring back her mother. That's the temptation, because that's what Misfortune's entire trauma is about. It's about trying to take control over that terrible thing that happened to her. It's about trying to like, retake some control over her life, process the trauma of her mother's death by killing the man who killed her. And what she's gonna find out is that when she kills Gangplank, there's no peace there. Like, it's not gonna make you feel better, because vengeance never does. But like, that's like tempting her, just like, oh, you're gonna be powerful, because like the thematic conflict between Gangplank and Misfortune that's been set up over the course of the games is that as Misfortune has overthrown Gangplank, become the queen of Bilgewater, she's finding herself becoming more and more like him. Because, like, essentially because power corrupts, because she has to control this city of, like, insane murderous lunatics, like the pirates of Bilgewater, and the only way to control those people, or at least the only way that she understands and she knows, is through brutality. The exact same brutality that Gangplank employed. And so one of the big sort of thematic tensions is like, is Misfortune just gonna become like a worse version of Gangplank ultimately? Like, is she just gonna replicate the same patterns of violence and abuse that he initiated? It's this thing about cycles of violence, right? Like, Gangplank isn't just violent because of who he is, but he became who he is and became the captain of the Reaver King of Bilgewater because Bilgewater is a system of violence that produces people like him, that rewards people like him. And similarly, so the idea is that once Misfortune is in the same position as Gangplank is, that system is going to put the same pressure on her and try and turn her in the same way. And that's interesting. But, like, once you introduce Viego into this thing, you kind of fuck up the entire thematic arc of that, because now it's not that Bilgewater itself is a corruptive influence. It's not that power itself. It's not that rulership itself is a corruptive influence, which has been the whole point all along. Now it's because the psychic ghost king mind controlled her into falling for it. But, like, no, that's not why she's vulnerable. She's not vulnerable because a psychic ghost king is forcing her. She's vulnerable because she's under those same systemic pressures. Like, she's in a position where she has found no other way to rule Bilgewater except with the exact same methods that Gangplank used. And, like, the path toward transcendence for that for her, like, the path towards transcending that is not, like, to undo the psychic mind control of an evil ghost king. The path to undoing that is to reform, like, the city that she lives in, is to change the system of Bilgewater, to change the culture, to change the place. It's like, it's systemic reform. It's not just that she herself has to learn to let go of vengeance, because, like, that's not going to do anything. She still lives in a city that only, like, that runs on violence and that only responds to violence. So, like, oh, if Misfortune sort of does this personal growth journey where she herself learns to let go, man, just learns to move on, like, let go of the anger inside. Like, it's not a personal fucking therapy session that she needs. She needs Bilgewater to change, like, because it's a terrible, violent place where, like, men, especially men, but anyone who's willing to do horrible violence can take whatever they want and nobody else can do anything. Like, that's... So introducing Viego into the thing and implying... So introducing Viego into the whole thing and implying that, oh, no, the real problem is that Misfortune personally has the wrong interior disposition. No, that's bullshit. That's completely the opposite of what the game has been, of what the theme has been so far. The problem isn't within Misfortune, it's within the city. So anyway, it's just dumb. I hate it. I think it is the worst possible direction to take this thing, because, like, it's not that Misfortune just needs to let go and forgive and forget and move on. It's that Bilgewater needs to not be such a fucking miserable shithole. Like, come on. Anyway, the thing I do like, though, and again, this is the scene with Pike is another thing. I knew about it before we saw it. It's another one of those things that pisses me off about Sentinels of Light, because here at the end, like, the story development that Pike has been getting throughout the Ruined King game is that he has been reclaiming more and more of himself, right? Like, he's been because Illaoi put him through the test of Nagakiboros, which freed him from being stuck in just being, like, this stab people and like, sort of obsess over his past Reaver, a Revenant that just, like, goes around stabbing captains because... you're on my list, whatever. Like, now he has freed himself enough from that he's able to start to make decisions about himself, like what he wants to do. And that's really good. That's excellent. That fucking rules. That Pike now starts to sort of begin to be able to make determinations for himself who he thinks should die, in this case, Viego. But then fucking Sentinels of Light rolls around, and Pike is turned into this little gremlin funny man who's like, I stab people and I'm creepy, blah, 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 blah. Like, he's just used as this comedy relief character, and the implication there is that the only reason Pike is helping the Sentinels of Light is because Illaoi put magic on him that controls him. Like, that's the implication of one of Graves' voice lines, is like, oh, Illaoi's magic is what's keeping Pike under control and making him do these things. So, like, The end of the Ruined King gives him some agency back, like gives him the ability to make decisions and choices for himself, and then the Sentinels of Light again just goes and shits all over that and says, no, he's magically mind-controlled, fuck you. Which again is also... Viego is the villain of that story, right? And his whole deal is that he's evil, and he mind-controls people with his evil magic because he's evil. But then you have Pike, and it's like, Illaoi is mind-controlling Pike with her good magic, and that's fine somehow. It's not a glaring hypocrisy. That's okay, she's mind-controlling Pike. That's fine. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. Why is it so bad? Like, there must have been people in the room who were like, hey, actually, maybe this is a fucking terrible idea and we shouldn't do it. There must have been someone at some point who said, hey, it kind of looks like we're sort of shitting all over this other game that we're publishing. And, like, reversing half of the things that it's trying to do. Maybe we should coordinate with them and try and make sure that the thing we're writing for our little visual novel doesn't just undo half of the work that's... No, okay, fine. And it's not like Pike being a Sentinel was a bad idea. I like that. I really like the idea that at the end of Ruined King, he's able to make the first decision for himself that he's made in a long time and say, I want to fucking kill Viego. I want to kill that guy. And then he goes to the Sentinels of Light and like, hey, you people have the ability to kill the undead, and especially Viego, right? Fine, I want in. Like, rather than, like, where he actually has, like... It's actually a decision that he makes for himself rather than magic mind control mumbo-jumbo bullshit or because he's a stabby gremlin or whatever. Because, like, in Sentinels of Light, like, when Pike joins, it's just this thing of, like, I want to stab Viego because he's on my list. Viego, stab. Like, he just has no personality. And then, like... Another thing that's really cool here is that Yasuo is going to the Freljord with Braum, right? Like, he's making sure Braum gets home safe. That's cute. And then he's going to Noxus to find Riven because Riven needs his help. Because, like, he knows that Riven was taken from Ionia by bounty hunters and taken back to Noxus. And he's like, okay, well, I've sort of let go of all this sorrow and pain. And now what can I do proactively in order to make my life better. So he's decided to go to Noxus to try and free her. That's cool. Does the Sentinels of Light do any fucking shit-bagging garbage thing with that? No, fuck that. We just run into Riven, sitting in a cell, and we free her, and just take her away, and then she's friends with Aurelia. And does Yasuo matter? Fuck no, he doesn't. His decision, his art, his change as a character in this game, shitting all over it. Oh... I'm mad! I am mad! It's just, Sentinels of Light was disrespectful to the characters. It was disrespectful to them. It really was. And it was disrespectful to the Ruined King game. Like, they just, like, this game did a bunch of interesting stuff with the characters, and then Riot's main offices just said, yeah, we want to do a visual novel where you're a shit-posting edgelord idiot who's completely incompetent, and everyone around you is, like, cartoon characters, and there's... Oh my god. Anyway, oh god, I need to make more Sentinels of Light roasting videos. I wanted to do more of them before I had to move, but things just got... I need to do more because I need to get to the Bilgewater chapter and I need to scream about this again. Anyway, that was the Ruined King, a really good little RPG, honestly, like a really solid one. It doesn't, in a final analysis, like, there's a big hard limit on what the Ruined King game can actually do with the lore in terms of how it can change and progress the characters, but within those really tight constraints, they did a good job. Like, Braum as a character doesn't change ever, because he doesn't need an arc, he's already perfect. But, like, expanding on Ahri's lore, especially, like expanding on her history, her people, where she came from, her identity crisis, fuck yeah, that shit rules. Yasuo's bit is like, I was just kind of recycling the Yone interaction, like, again and again and again, like, sort of, it was sort of just running him in place where he kind of already was, but it progressed him to a nice place. Like, I really think, I mean, the thing I predicted back when I saw that Yasuo was going to Bilgewater with Ahri, like, he was going to be in the Ruined King game, and that was just, like, it was I don't think Yasuo's inclusion in this game was necessarily a good idea, still. Like, he's a fun character and all, like, it's nice that he has some synergy with Ari or whatever, but, like, he really doesn't do anything in this game. Like, nothing happens to him in terms of progressing his character that hasn't actually happened already. He has already confronted the ghost of his brother, literally. He has already confronted his past. He's already begun to let go of his, like, instinct to constantly run away from his problems. So, like, the Ruined King as a game just has, oh shit, we need to do Yasuo's story arc now. Okay, let's go to an island, a special island that's away from it. Like, we're just gonna have the shipwreck, and then we're gonna do, like, an omake, like, just a side chapter story where, like, far away from the main plot of the game, where Yasuo can just do some more broody samurai swordsman shit and fight his brother again, and let go of his guilt again, and get over his past again. Where, like, really the thing that should have happened after the introduction of Yone is that Yasuo should just have gone to Noxus from there. But he just took a little detour around Bilgewater because of reasons, I guess. That still sucks. Like, where the story takes him is good, but the way it gets there, sort of in the broader context of League of Legends... But, like, Illaoi, Misfortune, Pyke, Ari... they all had great story arcs in this one. Like, there was a real sense of a progression of the character. Illaoi learning to trust herself rather than be obsessed with what is divinely ordained. Like, and Misfortune having this big arc about, like, beginning to learn the depths of her obsession with Gangplank and the ways that it's hurting her. And beginning to learn to be able to let go of it when it's called for. Not fully, clearly. But, like, learning that, hey, there's other stuff out there than vengeance. Like, that being the ruler of Bilgewater means more than just killing the old guy who was there. Like, all of that stuff was really good. This is a really good game. Such a fucking pity that Riot just decided to shit on. I still cannot fathom just the level of disrespect in there. And not from the people who worked on the Ruined King visual novel. I don't think they meant to do anything bad or mean or evil. It's just... it feels like such an organizational failure on the part of Riot as a whole. Like, it feels like there should have been fucking someone whose job it was to, like, coordinate and make sure that these things wouldn't crash headlong into each other. There should have been some communication. There should have been something. Because the Sentinels of Light visual novel, I mean, and that project was also just screwed up the ass from the start. Like, because the Riot was not willing to commit the resources, money, time, or manpower necessary to actually do a good, like, a proper good big visual novel that could really do storytelling. They wanted another Spirit Blossom, and that's what they got. And another Spirit Blossom, but layered over the top of the fucking Ruined King story? No, bad idea. Spirit Blossom was good because the format fit the purpose of the storytelling. The format of Spirit Blossom should not have been imported onto the fucking Ruination, which is what they did. And that feels like a structural decision from Riot, like to say, oh, the Spirit Blossom visual novel worked well, let's just do that again. Which, like, no, don't do that again. Adapt it to the different form. Anyway, I am running in circles around myself. I need to end this video. Thank you very much for hanging out with me in the world of the Ruined King. Once the Song of Nunu comes out and Convergence, rather, and the other Riot Forge projects, obviously, we'll be doing those as well. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Do those things if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar, and if you could become a member on the YouTube channel, you get early access to videos of things I make as they get uploaded, whereas for everyone else, they come out later. As it's an early access thing. You want to do that, you can. If you don't want to, don't have to. Thanks for watching. Remember to wash your hands and take your vaccines, as many as are necessary. It's going to be a lot, apparently. And try to act with solidarity towards those who are worse off than yourself.